Hi everybody, I'm Nikki Pava with evōx Television, and I'm here today with Daniella Russo from the Plastic Pollution Coalition. And she's the co-founder of this amazing organization that's done a lot of work to increase awareness about the overall plastic use all over the world. And I'd love to hear more about the coalition and what inspired you and your co-founder to start it.
Well, Plastic Pollution Coalition is an alliance of over 250 organizations right now. And together, jointly, we reach about 16 million people around the world.
Wow.
We started
That's amazing.
Yes, it is. We started it 4 years ago, not because nobody was working on plastic pollution, but because too many people were working and there was no movement, there was no organized call to action, and there was no sense of community. So we felt that in order to deal with this problem, which is big and very global and very massive, we needed the collective might of organizations. So today, the groups that comprise Plastic Pollution Coalition work on environmental degradation, on public health, and on environmental justice. All of them are components of plastic pollution. Since we started the organization, we continue to grow very fast, and some of our really big successes are thousands of bans on plastic bags around the world. Over 2,000 communities now have banned plastic bags, and that is not driven by environmental pursuit as much as economic costs. The economic costs of cleaning up plastic bags are increasing dramatically around the world. And so in many instances, this is what prompts communities to do so. What is interesting is that plastic is now encroaching in all aspects of our lives.
It really is.
For example, microplastic dominates the cosmetics industry. There is microplastic in your toothpaste. There is microplastic almost everywhere in the environment, in the fiber of the cloth we wear, probably in this. So what we have mobilized to do together with all the members of the coalition is put pressure on manufacturers to get rid of microplastics. And our partner in the Netherlands, Plastic Soup, recently announced that Unilever has agreed to remove microplastics from all of their cosmetic products, and they have a fairly large product line. Under public pressure and with the leadership of coalition partner, as you saw, McDonald's announced that they're phasing out styrofoam cups from 17,000 restaurants around the world. And this is just the beginning. We're working with large music venues and public events to reduce their plastic footprint. We're very excited about that. We're working with 120 university campuses around the world who are reducing their plastic footprint. So universities are getting rid of plastic bottles, getting rid of plastic utensils, and that, as I said, is just the beginning of the wave.
That's fantastic. That is such an amazing impact. Thank you so much for doing that. I'd love to hear one of the many, but something that you can recall as your biggest success story so far.
You know, the biggest success story is when a person comes to you and says, I look at plastic in a totally different way. Because this begins a microcosm of change. What we're all about is viral behavior change. And viral behavior change is about how we look at the world, how I look at the world, how you look at the world, how every business around here looks at the world. And after you give a talk, if this one person comes to you and says, now I see plastic everywhere and I will do things differently, this is really what it's all about. And there are many successes around the world. There are thousands of coalition members who are doing amazing things every day. The only way we can succeed is if this change affects every one of us, every business, every policymaker, every young person, every one of us.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Once again, I'm with Daniella Russo from the Plastic Pollution Coalition, and thanks so much for being with us at evōx Television.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.